Hello, Tupelo and Lee County. And the rest of our friends here. I first want to thank our great president, President Donald J. Trump, for being here in Tupelo for the second time in about a year this time. I want to thank him for his great leadership to this nation and to our great state of Mississippi, starting with, and I'll mention this again, but getting the worst terrorist, which some of our friendly news media called a great cleric, for killing that terrorist who hurt our American citizens. And as a serving member of the military, I can promise you one thing: leadership from the commander-in-chief matters. And speaking of commanders-in-chief, we've got a pretty doggone good one right here in Mississippi, and Governor Phil Bryant. I want to thank our great governor for 8 years of leadership in this state, for putting a party together that gives us a slate of Republican officials for statewide office that is second to none in this nation. We've got our Lieutenant Governor, Tate Reeves. I'll talk a little bit more, and others will tonight, who's running for governor on our Republican ticket. We've got our great Secretary of State, who's done so much and shown so much great leadership, Delbert Hosemann, running for Lieutenant Governor. We've got my friend Lynn Fitch, who will be the first Republican and first woman Attorney General in the state of Mississippi history. We've got my friend Michael Watson, who's a state senator, who is about to be our Secretary of State. We've got our Auditor Shad White, Treasurer David McCray that's running, Ag Commissioner and Andy Gibson, and our incumbent Insurance Commissioner of a long time and veteran Mike Chaney. I also want to recognize our members of the federal delegation here tonight, which is my friend from the 3rd District, Michael Guest, and our Senator Roger Wicker and Senator Cindy Hyde-Smith, who, by the way, speaking of women, is our first federally elected woman official from the state of Mississippi ever. On Tuesday, we need you to go to the polls and call all your friends, and we need you to vote Republican ticket from governor all the way down to dog catcher. Every single one. Because let me tell you, I've got a little bit of experience of dealing with national Democrats. And let me tell you about those guys. They like to leak. They like to lie. The Socialist Democratic Party of America wants to change this nation and turn us into a socialist nation. Now, let me just ask y'all, because I think nationwide, sometimes they think we plant these things, and they'll show y'all being quiet, so be a little bit louder. Do we support our president here in Mississippi? Do you think he's doing a good job? I think he just heard y'all in Air Force One. Is our economy better today than when he took over and we were going down 4 years ago? Is he doing an okay job as commander-in-chief? You know, he just not only killed Baghdadi, but he killed his second in charge. Man, those guys are reeling. And I just got to say one more time for our national news media who called him an honorable cleric. He is not an honorable cleric. He is the most awful, #1 most wanted terrorist before we killed him that has ever lived. He hid himself behind babies. But he won't anymore. He's gone. All right, y'all knew this was coming. Do y'all support building this wall? We need to elect someone in the state who will defend our president's record, not sue him, not defend the other side. We need a governor in the state of Mississippi that will be an ally to the president, which is why he is down here tonight. And I'm an old DA, so I can tell you this impeachment sham, it is not an impeachment yet. It is a bunch of secretive proceedings behind closed doors with politicians, only a few of them. I can't even read the transcripts of what's happened. I can't even go in the room, smoking cigars, leaking in line, trying to make up stories about our president, and we cannot stand for it. It's about the facts. It's about the facts. It ain't about process. It's about the facts. And I've read the transcript, and you've read the transcript, and they've read the transcript. And what it says is our president did nothing wrong, but these leakers and liars are going to try to trump up charges to impeach his president. And we got to let them know we will not stand for it. So do me a favor. Y'all all call Nancy Pelosi and Adam Schiff, because they have their California folks call me all the time, and tell them we won't stand for it. Last thing I'll say is, guys, you got to turn out Tuesday, and you got to make your friends go with you, and we got to vote Republican. You got to turn out next March in the primary, and you got to turn out next November, because we have to reelect this president. We cannot allow the Democrats on the national level to try to overturn an election based on nothing but lies and innuendo. We have got to go to the polls. God bless Mississippi and God bless America.